Hi to all the lovely people. You're once again most welcome to your very own channel, that is Tutorials Point. Well, this video, as you just read the topic right, brings to you some amazing adjectives which you can use in your daily life. Now, what is the exact meaning, or what do I mean when I have just put it forward as stronger adjectives? Well, definitely there are situations wherein we use some adjectives to describe a particular situation or a person or anything, but then we want to describe the same thing, or we want to describe the same feeling to a higher intensity. How do we do that? Do we always just add a very to everything, like I'm very hungry, very sweet, very hot, or very cold and stuff like that? Do we always just add a very to a word and just increase the intensity? Well, not really. There definitely are better adjectives which could help you to express the same feeling in a higher intensity, or express the same situation with a higher intensity. Now, what are these adjectives? Let's go ahead and learn about them so that we can use them in our daily life. Well, without any further ado, let's just go ahead and see what are these stronger adjectives which we can use in our daily life. Okay, now how about a situation wherein you are really angry, you are really, pissed off, you just want to blow the person's head right in front of you, but of course you can't do that. How do you express your feeling? Well, a better way to express anger is furious. I was completely furious when I saw him behaving that way. So angry probably would not do justice to your feeling. So furious would probably express your feelings better. So, well, if you're really angry, which by the way is not the best thing to do, but if you are that angry, go ahead and use this adjective. It will better describe your feelings. Okay. How about bad? Sometimes when you just don't like something, that was like really bad. That was a bad experience that I had. Now, will just bad express it all? Well, not really. If you feel bad does not do justice to what you want to say, what you want to express, go ahead and use these words. These are better. Awful and terrible. Well, that was awful. I mean, that was completely, an awful experience which I had there after spending so much money, or it was a terrible experience. Okay, now how about a big? Now, something which is just so big and you want to express it because you actually felt that it was that big. How do you express it? Well, you could call it as huge or gigantic. Well, that was gigantic, my God. I mean, it was a huge loss which the company had to face. Or he was like, that was a gigantic figure standing in front of me. Like, so, just big again would not convey the feelings that which you actually want to convey. So instead of that, we can have a better word. Okay, pretty. How about a situation wherein a person is like so pretty, is like drool worthy, and you just want to express it to others? How do you express that? Well, a better, or if you want to add intensity to your expression, you could use gorgeous or beautiful. You look gorgeous in this dress, or she looked drop dead gorgeous in that particular dress. So yes, gorgeous or beautiful would kind of do justice or kind of convey the feeling that you have. Okay, how about clean? A stronger adjective of clean instead of clean would be spotless. Well, he has a spotless reputation, right? So spotless would express the same meaning as clean, but then express it to a higher intensity. Same goes for freezing. Well, it's really cold outside. If you just say cold, definitely, people might not be able to understand to what level is it cold. Is it like freezing? Is it like snowfall? Or is it just generally cold than the regular days? Well, then instead of cold, if you just go ahead and say freezing, definitely the person whom you are letting this know will have a better idea as to how to deal with this freezing weather. So we'll have probably better clothes on or something, will be better prepared. So instead of just saying cold, freezing would be a better idea if that is what the situation is. Okay, crowded. And if you want to just increase the intensity of crowded, well, you could call it packed. Let me tell you, the entire mall was packed with people. So instead of just saying crowded, I mean, the mall today was really crowded. So instead of crowded, if it's like packed with people, it'll give a better, or it'll express it to a higher degree. Nice. Wow, that was nice. Lovely. That's amazing. So lovely will express the same feeling as nice, but then to a higher intensity. Dirty. What about when something is dirty? You could, if you want to increase the intensity, or if it was really bad, you could express it as filthy. So that was like filthy. So much filth. Okay, funny. But then how about the people who are like funny, but then you wanna say that they are way more than just this word funny? You could call them hilarious. Okay. How about good? Well, good could be called as fantastic or excellent. So yeah, that is like fantastic, excellent work, excellent job done. Okay, hot and boiling. Now, hot would again to a lesser degree, but boiling to a higher degree. How about disappointed? Now, I was really disappointed, but now if you want to express your disappointment to a higher degree, you could call it gutted. Well, I was completely gutted. Well, if you say you gutted, that's really an intense feeling or intense form of disappointment. Okay, how about you being hungry? Well, if you are really hungry and you just want to eat right away, you could call it starving. Well, I am starving, or I am famished. Instead of just saying hungry, you could call it famished or starving. Okay, interesting. Well, interesting, a better or a higher degree of something which is interesting could be called as fascinating. Same goes for ancient as far as old is concerned. So old would, not be to a very excess or to an intense degree, but ancient will actually make you think as if it was something which didn't just belong to your era at all. Okay, tasty, to put it better, could be called as delicious. Well, yes, the list is unending because there are so many words which we use day in, day out. We all love to talk, and because we love to talk, definitely we should have better ideas or better words to express our feelings. Okay, how about pretty now? When somebody is looking pretty and you just want to express that, that they look more than pretty, well then you could call them gorgeous. Sad, but if something is sad beyond just this three letter word, well then that could be miserable. Scary could be terrifying. Terrifying is sort of a higher intensity of being scary. Happy and elated. If you're elated, definitely you are just much more than just happy. Okay, when something is small and you just want to and small doesn't do justice to what you want to say, then tiny would be the right word. Okay, surprising. If you're surprised, it could be astounding. Well, that was astounding. That was an astounding revelation which he made that day. Okay, tired could be exhausted. Well, I'm completely exhausted today and I just can't work anymore. So if you are more than tired, well, then you could be exhausted. Okay, ugly could be hideous. Well, that is completely hideous. I mean, he looked completely hideous in that sort of a dress. Okay, and long, if you want to just say it's till infinity, never ending, you'd call it endless. And well, same goes for exorbitant. If something is really expensive, and expensive is just not the right word to express how costly it is, well then you could call it exorbitant. The price is exorbitantly high. Exorbitantly, the prices have hiked exorbitantly. So exorbitant would be a higher degree of expensive. Well, all these words, I'm sure, because we do use them day in, day out, would have helped you one way or the other. I will see you again in the next video. Till that time, keep learning with tutorials, point and tutorics. Have a great day.